Mikey Moore at Almondvale. Des, how did you see it, the last minute penalty appeal? I'll actually stick my neck out first. I know people are saying it was outside the box. I agree with Scott. I can't believe they didn't get a penalty for that.
So again, looking at the laws of the game, the initial contact occurs now. I've had, again, numerous conversations today. They've got to give the free kick because the initial contact occurs out with. There is a case, is the right leg then coming round and potentially
two fouls for the price of one, Des.
Yeah. But for me, the absolute minimum is a red card and a free kick, because Mikey Moore is in the, I used a phrase earlier to a colleague, is he's pulling the trigger. It doesn't matter if defenders are going to be covering him or the next action within the next half a second, millisecond is Mikey Moore is shooting at goal, and he's been cynically brought down by Cammy Kerr. There is no contact in the ball. It's just fully contact on the player. And how they can start the game with nothing is unfathomable.
Wild.
Right, so Des, definitively then, what was the right course of action?
The right course of action should have been a free kick at the edge of the penalty area and a red card for Cammy Kerr.
Not a penalty.
Not a penalty. Going by the laws of the game. Because the laws of the game, and I don't understand why you can only give a foul, continuation of a foul, if it's pulling or holding. In my opinion, a foul's a foul. Doesn't matter if you trip somebody up and where it starts. If your body continues, I believe that it should be a penalty kick because the foul continued into the penalty area. But the laws of the game don't allow you to do that. The laws of the game state that it's where the contact initiates. The contact initiated centimetres outside the penalty area. So I don't agree with the laws, but you can only apply the laws as they're given to you.
And so you forget then the fact that Cammy Kerr's right leg comes round the side and almost scissors him a little bit. You forget that because that bit doesn't count anymore, because the laws of the game say it's the first contact, and the first contact is on Mikey Moore's standing leg, not his shooting leg. That's the free kick, and that's it. What comes about a split second after that is of no relevance to the conversation.
Yeah, unfortunately, I disagree with it. I don't agree with it. I think that you should punish the more severe offence, which you do. If someone does a yellow card offence and a red card offence in the same motion, you punish the more serious offence, which is a red card. In my opinion, play should have been stopped because it continued into the penalty area, but the laws unfortunately don't allow for that to take place. They've got to go for where it was initiated, and unfortunately for Rangers, it initiated outside the penalty area. But it's a red card for denying an obvious goal scoring opportunity. That absolute minimum. You can't just start the play with nothing.
Can you try to explain?
No.
What the referee was seeing that made him think that play on, guys? Can anybody offer any explanation as to how the one thought that shouldn't go through the referee's mind at that point is play on? And why did that happen?
I think the referee looked as if he was caught in stage fright. He was caught in a rabbit in the headlights. And I thought that was quite evident throughout the whole game, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Well, I'm really glad that you said that.
But VAR looked at that instant. I mean, I was obviously at the game. It certainly felt like well over 2 minutes we were waiting for them to check that. Now, that suggests that the VAR thinks there's something to look at and something to decide on. When you look at all those pictures and the videos that we've seen in the last 24 hours, it's astonishing that they've looked at that and thought, no, nothing to see here. Play on.
I know, Scott. I think
hold on, though. VAR did confirm that it was a foul, didn't they?
No, because they never charted the foul.
It came across the tannoy at the stadium. Now, whether it's right or wrong, the tannoy in the stadium announcer at the game said that VAR had decided it was outside the box. So they're saying VAR have looked at it as a foul, but it's outside the box. Yeah, and it's not denying a goal scoring opportunity, clearly. I mean, how is it possible for a room full of officials to all arrive at the wrong decision, as well as a guy that's out in the middle of the pitch? And as you said about,
Matthew McDermott and saying he was effectively Mark O'Neill when he's got Mark Fotheringham and Sean Maloney in the VAR. Right, okay, I get all that. Happy with it. Who is Ryan Lee? Where did he come from? And how come the SFA or Willie Collum have decided to parachute in a whole bunch of really inexperienced guys, or what's what it feels like, guys that you've hardly seen before, of getting parachuted right into what is effectively the tightest, most competitive title race in decades, and they're throwing guys into it. And you said it, that Ryan Lee looked as if he was a rabbit caught in the headlights for 90 minutes. I completely agree with you. Why are we doing this?
So the only reason I'm with you, there's, what's it you always say, you pick your team for the big occasions. At this stage in the season now, Ryan's just been promoted onto our FIFA international list. So therefore that means that he's going to get the big games. Now, Rangers away from home, Celtic away from home, Hearts away from home at this time of year are all going to be big challenges. Yes, I understand they've got to blood them in, because how do you get experience if you don't do the games and serve your time? But now's not the time. Now's not the time. You need to be using your safe hands. But unfortunately, this season we've seen a lot of decisions where our safe hands aren't so safe anymore. And I don't know. Ryan will learn from this, hopefully. But as I said, he's a FIFA referee, so we're going to see a lot more of him, over the next couple of seasons. But I don't think at this current moment in time, and the big games and the big pressure is going to come under, that we need to be blooding these. I don't think we're looking after young guys to be flinging them into this at this level.
Exactly right. And by the way, the experienced guys, the guys that should be carrying the weight here, they're hiding out in the Clydesdale house in the bunker.
Some of them are making errors as well,
and they're making an arse out there as well. Yeah, exactly right.
Aye,
astonishing.
Look, we're getting.
Yeah, by the way, did you see? I know we're getting all very heated here and serious. Did you see the scoreboard at Celtic Park when VAR decided it wasn't a penalty for Liam Scales?
Said it was outside the box.
Come up, yeah. It happened outside the box, not in the penalty area. Somebody in the record hotline said Grant Irvin and VAR, when he put that up, must have been watching the Rangers game at the same time.
That's actually, do you know what? Stranger things have happened. Honestly. We've got tons of comments coming in, so let me throw a few of them at you guys. The Green Machine says, I'm totally convinced now they're drawing straws on VAR decisions and making it up as they go along. On Trusty, in the name of the wee man, says, take on board, that sort of thing happens all the time, but it's excessive. David Gillespie says, who's to say the Hibs player didn't give him a nip, which caused Trusty's reaction? Wilkinson says, it's harsh and Trusty, but you...
We're coming up with our own theories now.
You can't really argue. Stevie says, the Mikey Moore one's a direct free kick and a red card. How the ref's given nothing is mental. John says, Dermot Gallagher on Sky today said that the Moore incident was a yellow card, not a red card offence.
Yeah, I saw that and I completely disagreed with him. I thought he was talking rubbish and not for the first time.
I thought it was just strange.
Yeah, he's saying there's... Dermot Gallagher said there was defenders covering. That makes no difference.
He's literally swinging his trigger foot.
Yeah, that was the word I used, pulling the trigger.
Aye, pulling the trigger, aye. Just to finish these, Rebel says, if this had been the ref at Celtic Park on Sunday, Celtic would now be second and 3 behind Hearts with a given hand. Come out of retirement, Des.